Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to learn an English poem of class 9. The name of the poem is Geography Lesson and it's written by Zulfikar Ghosh. So this geography lesson is a poem. It's not related to geography, but there are some question which arises in the poet's mind, and it is answered by some of the natural resources and the things which he sees around. So thus he has mentioned it as geography lesson. So let us see what do we have to read in this poem. But before that, students, if you are viewing my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications of all the upcoming videos. Do watch the video till end, and if you like it, hit the like button and do not forget to share with your friends too. Okay, so let's move on to the poet part. Let us know about the poet Zulfikar Ghosh. So this poet, he was born in Sialkot, India, which is now located in Pakistan. He was born on March 13, 1935. He is a novelist, a poet, and an essayist. After the partition of India, Ghosh and his family emigrated to England, where he completed his education and took up the teaching profession. Then later he went to America and since then has lived in Texas. So from there he has been writing his many poets and many works he's been doing. So one among it is today's poem which we are going to read, that is geography lesson. So let us start. Stanza wise, we'll just see. First, we'll read the stanza and then we are going to understand its meaning. Okay, so first stanza goes like this. When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had, seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile. Okay, so here we understand that the poet is sitting in a plane in a aircraft, and he's saying that when the jet sprang, when his uh, uh, aircraft it's going up in the sky, it's springing into the sky. Now it is getting clear. He's getting this answer for himself that now it's clear for me that why the city had developed the way it had. He used to think why the cities are so congested, so big. When we are on land, we have some other way around to see the city. So when he sees the same thing from above, from the sky, when he's sitting in a jet, he feels that he understands now why the city is the way developed, the way it has been developed. Now he says that he is saying it scaled 6 inches to the mile. Some of them are having the difference of 6 inches, some to the mile. Some of the places are having little bit gaps, some are having more gaps. So like this different things and scenes he is saying from above, and he is getting the clear idea like why and how the city has been developed the way it has now. Then second stanza. There seemed an inevitability about what on ground had looked haphazard, unplanned, and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. So now in second sentence is saying that when I was on the ground, when I looked the city, it looked everything haphazard, like everything was carelessly made. We were not able to identify where is the prop, or why is it so congested, or why is it just fixed one after the other. And it looked so unplanned, everything just one besides the other without any style and any design. But when I was in the jet and it sprang into the sky, and from there I'm seeing the city, I understood that it is not in haphazard way, but it is in a proper manner. From above you see something which is very perfectly made. There is no haphazard manner which it looks like when we are on land. Everything was arranged in a proper order. So he understands, oh, when we go down, it looks haphazard, but it's not exactly like that. From above, when you see, it's everything properly arranged. Okay. Then further he says, when the jet reached 10,000 feet, it was clear why the country had cities where rivers ran and why the valleys were populated. So now, when he sees from the jet, when he is something about 10,000 feet above the ground level, he says that now it is clear, like why the country is always civilized or developed near the rivers. Wherever you find a near you rivers, you find near that there are villages and valleys, and the people are habiting there. So why is it so? Because there are many resources which can be used by the people, and that is why the valleys are populated. More people uh, choose or select to stay there or live there because they get much of the natural resources and easy for them to live their living. So that is why he's getting this, he's understanding this when he is in the jet and when he's seeing the view from 10,000 feet above. Okay, and then he says the logic of geography that land and water attracted men was clearly delineated when the jet reached 10,000 feet. Then he also says that the logic of the geography, that is, the land and water attract men, that was understood by him. Like if there is land and water nearby, if rivers are flowing, and why is it so that it is populated near water? Because it has many resources which a human can use it for his daily life. So that is why land and water attracted men, and this logic of geography I understood when I was 10,000 feet above. Okay, from there I saw, and that time it got it clear in my mind, and it was clearly delineated, means it was clearly describing the outline and all the boundaries. He could see properly arranged in a manner, nothing was haphazard from above. He could see everything properly, the forest areas and the cities and the rivers flowing and the populated area, everything properly arranged in a proper manner. But the same thing, if you come on the ground, you are not able to see that perfectness. Okay, that, so all these answers he's getting from the jet when he's seeing from there. When the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear that the earth was round and that it had more sea than land, but it was difficult to understand. So now he's saying when the jet was more high and it went about 6 miles high, now it was clear for him that the earth was round. Now he is understanding that the earth is round. And then it had some more sea than land. And from above he could identify that there are more number of seas and water bodies than the land. That is why it looks like bluish color. The earth is blue in color because it has more number of water bodies. So that was also clear from 6 miles above when he was flying in the jet. But there is one thing which was difficult to understand. Let us see what is that. But it was difficult to understand that the men on earth found causes to hate each other, to build wall across cities, and to kill. From the height, it was not clear why. So, very last stanza, the poet says that everything was clear from above, but just only one thing, it was very difficult to understand that why men on earth found the causes and the reasons to hate each other. Why do they build the wall across the cities? Why they are making the borders, the boundaries of the cities and the continents and the countries? And why are they fighting and they are indulging in wars and killing each other? And this was not properly explained, or I did not get the answer for this one from the height because it was not clear. Why? Because he could not see any boundaries from above. He saw that the whole land is one, the whole earth is round, and there are no boundaries in between, nothing is divided, there are no gates and no borders and no boundaries. So why men on earth have made the boundaries between the cities, and why do they indulge in war and kill each other? So this particular thing he did not understand from the jet also. So this was not clear to him. So here he is giving a question to on the human race, that why are people indulging in war when everything naturally is made one, everyone as one. So this is how very beautifully the poet is trying to pass the message of the international peace which we should have throughout the world, and this is how he explains it. So I hope this poem is clear, students, and if you like the video, do hit the like button and share with your friends. We'll be back soon with more such videos. Till then, take care and thank you.